An agent is simply a representative of the government who can conduct investigations. They do not possess the special power to also arrest people. FBI agents are special agents because they are able to both conduct investigations and they possess the special power to make arrests. They have agents and they have special agents. This is the correct answer. Unlike another one, edit. Now deleted, which is just silly. An FDA drug inspector is typically an agent. A DEA drug enforcement LEO is a special agent. The basic reason for the names is that for the first 100 years or so in the U.S., very few federal agents had authority to arrest people, and those who could were titled special agents. The naming convention continued to today. Special agents are more accurately described as criminal investigators GS-1811. Special agents who may not have arrest powers etc. may be GS-1810. FBI, DEA, ATF, ICE and Marshals are 1811 criminal investigators, special agents. Some agencies use the generic 1801 series for special agents. Source: I work in a DOT agency as a badged 1801 and cannot arrest anyone. IIRC. Special agents are an employees for Job Series 1811. People in this role can enforce federal law anywhere in the United States, even if it is outside of their specialty. For example, any 1811 agent can carry a firearm on aircraft, but by doing so they are taking up the responsibility of an air marshal for that flight. An ALE, alcohol law enforcement, officer in my home state once told me that they were technically the most powerful cops in the state. He said a slew of laws were passed during Prohibition that gave their agency carte blanche over pretty much any public resource they felt they required to catch moonshiners. He said they never use any of that power anymore because the job has changed. They aren't chasing moonshiners across jurisdictional lines and commandeering police resources on the fly like they did in the good old days. Alcohol's been legal for like 90 years, but the laws were never updated, so they still hold all that power. I'm sure they still investigate unlicensed bars and distillers and all that, but all I ever saw them do was shake down businesses for serving underaged college kids. If any of you are curious how to Google the exact U.S. code, USC, that grants power to federal agencies, Google Title 18 USC, any federal agency. i.e. Title 18 USC 3056 is for the USSS. The term, special agent, simply means that the agent is given limited, enumerated powers. So, for example, a special agent of the FBI has the powers designated to that office such as investigatory and arrest powers etc. This is distinguished from a general agent who, in the case of the government, would have the full power and authority of the government in all respects. No one is or can be given that power, as it would be unconstitutional and violate the separation of powers, i.e., executive, legislative and judicial branches. The term, special, is used to signify that the agent in question holds some powers, but not all powers of the government. https://definitions.uslegal.com/s/special-agent/closing square bracket opening parenthesis https://definitions.uslegal.com/s/special-agent/closing parenthesis. Special agents are agents of a principal in a particular matter or arena. In this case they are agents of the federal government, but do not have authority in all realms that the federal government governs. A theoretical general agent would have the power to enforce all federal laws, but there are none. The name itself does not impart legal meaning, but it is purportedly derived from it. Totally hearsay from a special agent I worked with once, but it holds as much water as any of these other theories. In agency relationships, an agent is someone who represents a client to perform a task on their behalf. A special agent carries out a specific task for a specific period of time. Once the task is complete, the agency terminates. A general agent carries out a multitude of tasks conducive to the continued operation of something, like a business, for example. A universal agent has power of attorney and basically makes their clients' decisions on their behalf. The FBI, and other organizations, have special agents because they have a higher level of training and qualifications than regular agents. Special agents are also given more authority and responsibility within the organization. Special agent generally means they have the power and authority to investigate. They are more specialized than your typical agent or PO, who have more limited powers, but a broader scope. These special authorities are typically very stringent and clearly defined since they have more power than others. For example, special agents in the Army do have arrest authority, but it's never used and typically deferred to MPs. Depends on the organization. The CIA, for instance, considers any asset purchased, bribed, or otherwise coerced into feeding them intel as agents, but members of the CIA are not actually CIA agents. Instead, they handle the CIA agents. I guess you'd be better off assuming any informants or insiders agents. Now, what about secret agents? I am not an agent or special agent but a secret agent. Now look into the light on the end of the device I'm holding. Special is military, political jargon that is commonly used but does not have a very precise meaning. People are saying that the reason why FBI agents are special is that they have the power to make arrests in other comments, but I don't see a source for this. The Nazis called Jews who were forced to aid with the disposal of gas chamber in death camps special commandos, Sonderkommandos. Putin is calling his war a special military operation, etc. Usually it's an adjective that implies secret purposes, which is why it's used in intelligence services, secret death camps, and wars with unclear motives. This comment is peak retardation. Or should I say, special education. They're really good at covering up and intimidating alien contactees. Kinda humiliating gig nowadays though. Cartnarks have a secret agency with rigorous training. They have a successful YouTube channel. Special agent refers to the concept of agency in which an agent is particularly appointed to represent a specific, or special, role for the organization.